Okay, so more or less I believe this is where we left off before finishing up the assignment. So we have our structure in place, we have some of our cladding already in place, kind of the sandwich of layers, so studs, plywood, insulation, air gap, exterior cladding, so on and so forth. So next what we need to do, so let's grab this. So we need to add a couple of, I think we have most of the detail we need actually. Let me just see here. We need to add some of this kind of stuff like flashing and things like that. So let's zoom in on that for a second. And right now we're at the base of these blocks here. And so what I can do is grab the flashing layer. There's going to be some kind of layer probably that I could use for that. Let's see here. Glazing roof furniture, no. Pattern jam, A-wall jam. It's a wall jam, not really. Maybe external. What else do we have? Roof glazing furniture, door annotation. Sure, let's go for A-wall. Oops, not internal, exterior. There we go. And so here I'm just trying to show this profile. And it looks like it starts somewhere at the top of that second brick, goes down vertically, then it kind of stops at the bottom of that brick, and over the course of that 10mm mortar joint, it zeroes itself out to the bottom of that mortar joint and then creates a little drip edge. So what I could do is just draw it like this for now. Okay, let's see what that gets us. And now maybe I want to move this thing. Okay, all the way to here, but not quite. I want to move it maybe, let's say 5mm off, so something like that. Grab this line, extend it to it. Maybe I want to offset this line a little bit out, so offset, let's say 5mm. So I'd like this line to go all the way out to here. Okay, let's kill that. And this is going to be maybe at -5 by -5. We just want it to go down a little bit. So there's our drip edge. So now we have this profile here. Next we may want to put this dashed line in, which indicates an air vapor barrier, but we don't really need it because we have spray foam insulation. No, it's construction paper. Okay, yeah, we want to protect that plywood a little bit. So we're just going to create a dashed line that goes around the perimeter all the way up from the plywood, up, and here's the terminate at the second floor, top of the stud wall. So let's go offset 5. I'm just going to offset this line and a little bit more. So I've offset this line. Now I can make it dashed if I want to. So properties, line type. Let's go dashed. Close. I guess the person on the drawing is showing it go around this profiling. If anything, it would go behind it. So we're just going to leave it. We're going to let it go right through it. That's fine. Okay. So now we need to offset. Oh, we have it on the outside of our insulation. I don't think we want that. Oops, wrong thing. Yeah, they have it on the inside of their insulation. What are they doing down here? Yeah, it's on the inside of the insulation. And I guess so is that flashing? Okay. So let's move all of this in a little bit. So move. I'm going to grab all of these pieces. Except for that end part. I'm going to leave that where it is. And I'm going to move this from here to here. Extend this guy all the way out to there. Good. Now we have this dashed line, and we can simply continue. So offset 5 here and here, and I'm going to fill it. Okay. match the properties on it. Okay, and we're kind of there. We just have to get up to here. So let's offset by 5 millimeters. How far do they wrap that? Oops. Sorry, my zoom function is kind of messing up on here. You bring it all the way around. I don't think that makes any sense. So we're just going to stop it up there. We're going to stop it up here actually. So fill it here to here. You can pretty much delete that. And actually we didn't even have to offset. We're just going to stop it right there. Okay, so we have that done. How are we doing on our attic eaves here? Looks okay. We want to draw in our little bit of flashing with a drip edge in here, our eaves trough, and maybe some of our shingles with a waterproof layer. Okay, so here we can go offset 5. Match it to that. You can zoom in. Kind of copy that line to create. Actually, no, that's not where our eave is going to go. This plywood heads right over top of that header there, so we're a little bit. We have to bring this a little bit further down. Let's bring this to there. Delete that. Extend this guy to there. And now we can do our drip edge. Looks like it wants to start somewhere here to about, well, we shouldn't guess like this. Okay, so offset 5. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, so let's say from here, offset 5, like so. Let's offset, we'd offset by 20, something like that. And we're gonna go from approximately here, extend, just want the same angle. Extend that piece to there. Now I can delete those, I can delete this. And I can extend this one down, let's say, for 50 millimeters or so. And here I'm going to give it a at -5 drip edge. There we go. Then I'm going to do an eave trough. Maybe I want to get that line between my drip edge and that piece of wood, and the eaves trough, I don't know, let's say we'll make it 150, so -150. Oops, wrong way. $150. How deep is that? Sure, it's alright. Let's make it 100 wide. Kind of has a U shape there. So if it goes up, I'm going to guess that it goes maybe 30 back. So I'm going to say at -30, 100. There we go. Now we need some shingles on this roof. We could probably just grab these guys that we have here. Just gonna grab a whole bunch of them. Just like that. Control C, Control V. I'm gonna plunk them up here. Actually, no, maybe I'll put them here for now. Now I'll hit move. Okay, and let me just see here. Sorry. I'm gonna offset this by 5. Okay, temporarily. Move this, all of this. And there's a bunch of ways to do these shingles. You don't have to do them the way I'm doing them. And now I'm going to say align. It's going to say select the object, so I'm going to pick all of these objects, okay. Specify source point here. Specify destination point here. Specify second source point. I guess that would be up here. Second destination point. Oh boy. I don't know if I did this right. And then just hit enter. Scale objects based on alignment points. No. And so now it just kind of aligns that for me. And so now I can kind of delete the extra pieces that I have here. And I got my shingles. Okay, so we look pretty good. I think you guys probably know how to draw the rest. If there's any last little bits, maybe we should draw this piece of floor, piece of ground level in there. Oops, again, wrong thing. Okay, so it's most of the way down the block. So we go here. This you can kind of eyeball. It's ground level, right? So we're gonna take it out. Oh, I don't know. Let's say up to here. And we'll drop it just a little. You want the soil sloping away from the building so that water leaks away from it. We have a landscape, shrub, landscape, driveway site. Well, we don't want that. Let's leave it as, okay, whatever, landscape tree for now. Okay, so we've got that. They have a little bit of hatching underneath it. So we could draw a temporary little area to shade. Okay, switch to our wall pattern layer. Hatch. Pick our soil hatch. It's usually under E for earth. There we go. Okay, let's give it a bit of a bigger. Yeah, it looks about right. Give it an angle. Usually they have it rotated 45 degrees. Done. And now we can kind of delete this temporary boundary. There we go. Okay, so I trust you guys know how to do the rest of that. Now for annotation, let's switch to anno note. So I can go to my little arrow here and click and point at stuff. So I could say, for instance, here, this is how much? 175. Oops, how much? 125 minimum gravel. Oops. Okay, let's see, 125 caps lock gravel. Okay. And so now what I can do, if I want to line it up with these things, I can kind of just grab that handle and move it back. And this one, if I want to line it up, I can just do that. Now alternatively, if I want to just do a list of stuff right through, I can go to one of our walls, like here, and I can just draw a line right through, go down, and I could take the text function, and I can just start listing stuff going through the wall. So I can start with like 90 millimeter or 90 brick, 25 airspace, 25 rigid insulation, what do we have, 1/2 inch plywood, so 13 plywood, 140 spray foam insulation, so 140 studs at, I don't know, 400 O.C. How do they write it in the examples we have? 38 by 140 millimeter wood studs at 600 on center with spray foam insulation. Okay. So 140 studs at 600 on center with spray foam insulation. Nice. Okay. 16 gypsum wallboard. Okay. What do they list for this dash layer? Building paper. Okay, we can see the same thing. So we've got right here building paper. Okay, and so that kind of gives us a list of stuff that we have in this wall. Where's our gypsum? There we go. Gypsum wallboard. Building paper has no thickness, so we can just leave that, and that would be our note for the wall. Okay, so you can either do notes that kind of point to stuff like this, or you can do notes that go through things like this. Now the next thing we need to do is create datum lines. And they're going to go from the finished floor elevation, so the plywood, not the joists, but the plywood that sits on top of it. So for that we can just go out like this. And for now I'm going to grab some text. Okay, we're going to go 0, 0, 0, one more 0, there we go. Let's make it 50. There, circle. I guess that's pretty good. Maybe we can make that a teeny bit bigger. Extend this to there, trim. Okay, done. And now I can copy. Wait, hold on, I need to get some text going here again. Ground floor FFE, so finished floor elevation. Okay, and so now what I can do is I can say copy, and I can, oops, for some reason it's not lined up. Right there is where we want it. Well, what's going on here? This whole thing is okay. No, this has to be, this line is off. That's what's happening. Our building is for sure fine. Yeah, this line was just, I drew a diagonal, a line that wasn't straight for some reason. So we're just going to extend this, you know what, extend. There we go. Okay, moving on. So let's copy this. So from there, we're going to copy it to the second floor finished elevation. And here we're going to go to the top of the roof raft, ceiling joist. Right there. And here we're going to go to this floor. Now we generally want them to line up on the left, so I'm just going to take this one that doesn't line up and extend it to here, and then move that line to here as well. There we go. Okay, so now we can put our dimensions in. So I'm going to grab our, we can switch to dimensions if we want, nano dims, grab this, and I can go from here to here. There's one dimension. Zoom in. There to there. Oops, what did I do here? Okay, just up to there. Okay, found another spot where it doesn't quite align. There we go. Okay, so we know that this is 2705 above ground level. So 2705. second floor FFE. Now 2705 plus 2597. Come on. $5,302. How did they even, no, they didn't do the datum lines in here. Okay, so we're doing these on our own. That's fine, and this is 2592. So all we do here is we just put a negative in front of it. 259292. We can move this a little bit to make it fit. And we go basement. Floor FFE. Okay, that's good. For additional, so now you know how to do the datum lines and some dimensions. Now for other dimensions we could do, we could show this dimension. So I would just kind of go around and dimension stuff where it makes sense. So for instance, through this wall, let's say we want to do a few dimensions in here. Okay, you could give the overall dimension, for instance. Okay, this wall is 308. Okay, so let's say we put it there. So I want to put that dimension outside just so you can see it. And then I could, if I wanted to, I could show some subcomponents. Maybe a bit close. Let's go here. Okay, so 90. Now that hatching again might kind of get in the way of the number. So I could show a little bit here if I want to. Is this 25? That's going to be too small. We know it's a 25. We can read the note anyway and see all these things. But you could just label the major components. That can stay like that. And so on. Here we could kind of give this dimension. Should be 235. There we go. We could show the depth of the subfloor. Oh, we did 19 millimeter. So see, now I can go back to here. Oh no, we didn't do that floor. Okay. So 19, and this is, we could, if we wanted to, we could show that it's 1/2 inch plywood. And so now what I can do, if I want to, I can go to my notes, go through it like this, and do a note. Now it might be nice to have the notes align. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go a little bit back like that. Maybe this stuff can come a little bit forward, kind of like that. Just copy some text in here so I can get started on this. Then we can say something like, well, what do we have? 60, so 12 gypsum board, 235 floor joist, 19 plywood subfloor, and that's it. Let's see what they do. I just want to make sure I'm not giving you, well, that'd be tongue and groove plywood subfloor. Sure, we can put that in there. You can just say T&G, or you can write the whole thing if you want. Let's check on the old school example. These are usually better for notes. Joist to be bridged with continuous 19 by 16 strapping, so we should add a note like that as well. Okay, joist to be bridged with continuous 19 by 64. We can just say blocking, or 38 by 38 cross bridging, or solid blocking at 1200 on 2100 on center. Okay, so let's add a note. Okay. Bridged with continuous 19 by 64. Or 38 by 38 cross bridging. or solid blocking at 2100 on center. So maybe there's not enough room. Like what I could do is I could move this note up a little bit. There. Okay, this could now come up a tad. Maybe I'll line that up with this. Okay, this I can change to a dot because it's not really pointing, it's more sort of touching a thing. So I could say close dot. Arrowhead 20 is a little bit big, so let's maybe try 15. Make it a bit smaller. Pretty good. Alright. So you can start to add notes and dimensions like this. And then we need to do our layout. So in here, this is our layout. Oh good, we're recording. Okay. So here you can first of all upgrade your stuff. So 2-story residential, we can just say 2-story residence. Address, you can make one up or leave that as it is. Drawing sheet, drawing name is going to be wall section. Drawn by, please add your name there. Assignment 2, good. You can update the date if you want. You can say, what are we at here? 24, 2410, 2024. Scale 1 to 10. Normally, the wall sections would be a different number. They would be like at A10 or 12, but these are first drawings, so we're just going to follow the format and say A01. Okay, so here we can type in viewport, single, and we punch in a viewport. We can make it as big as we want. We can make it the whole page if we want. Okay, now if you double click into this thing, you kind of move around and zoom in on your drawing. If you click this grid symbol here, it'll take the grid away. And now we want to say 1 to 10, that's our scale. So you can see we don't have enough room. But what we could do, you could kind of shrink this down a little bit. Let's say to here. Okay, copy, and we make another viewport somewhere here, and make it a little bit bigger. And we just move down to the other interesting part, right there. Copy again. Okay. Move down to the next interesting part, which is right there. Copy one more time. And this one we're going to need some space for. So maybe this one we actually shift down a tad. We don't need as much space there. This one we're going to need to show our roof on. Okay, and now if I want, I can just kind of fill out the rest of the space. Maybe I want more stuff here. You can stretch these out however you like. Now for the breaks, you can just kind of go in here, grab a line, and just build our own break for a second. I'm just going to freehand it. Make sure this is approximately the same. Approximately symmetrical. There we go. Okay, so now I could move that up to there, and I can just copy it throughout if I want. Since they're spaced evenly apart, I can just grab both now. Start doing this. There we go. Now, what I could do is this should all be on a viewport layer. So I'm going to move this. Oh, we don't have a viewport layer. So let's go here. New layer. Viewport. Good. And so now I can move all of these guys to my viewport layer. and then I can turn off the viewport layer. And I'm just left with my brake lines. But you can see a little bit of an issue where sometimes the brake line is this bleeds past the brake line, or it doesn't show stuff where it should on the brake line. So I'm just gonna go back to my viewports for one more second, and I think there's a function in here where I can say viewport clip, select clipping object or polygonal. So let's go polygonal, and here I basically just follow the outline until I get to my zigzag, and then I go through it like so, and I right click and say enter. Okay, it didn't show there, but let's see here on this one. Okay, now you can see it kind of cuts that part out, bleeds it further here, and then kind of gives us what we want. So when I'm done that, I can just click here and say turn those guys off, and we're looking pretty good. Oops, what's with these guys? Get them on the viewport layer. Okay, and now here I can just say 1 on A01 wall, oops, caps, wall section, scale 1 to 10. There we go, enter. And now the last thing we need to do is get ready to print. So I'm going to go here, right click, page setup manager, modify, and here we're going to go through it one at a time. So here I'm just going to select, on my personal computer I have this Adobe PDF thing, but you're going to pick any PDF thing you have. I think you guys should all have the PDF high quality one, AutoCAD PDF high quality. And then for your page size, you're going to want ARC 36 by 24, not the other way around. For layout, let's switch it to window, and now just go from the furthest top left point to the bottom right corner. Make sure to click center plot. This you shouldn't have to mess with it much, just switch it to millimeters. It should go 1 to 1 and hit OK. Okay, perfect. Now we have one issue where our dimensions and stuff here are kind of conked out, so you may want to move the dimension up or down appropriately. Come on. See, so just make sure they're visible. Okay, so now if we were to go plot, oops, right click on here, plot, we should be able to preview it. What do we look like? Not great. So it looks good, but it's still really colorful, which we don't want. So now we want to switch it to the New Humber College CTB, which is missing. So what I can do is I can go to the Blackboard website, and I think in the very first lesson, lecture 1, here, New College CTB, download it, show me the folder it's in. Okay, so now I'm going to copy this, copy, and I think to get to what you need, you have to go to the C drive, Program Files, Autodesk. Now there's different pathways to get to what you want. Basically, we want to get the plotters. Now sometimes it doesn't show it. I think I want to go to CAD 2020 because that's what I'm running here. Plotters. So I would just say go in here, search plotters. Oh, plot styles, even better. So let's go back, plot styles. What do we got? Good. So now in here I'm going to right click, show more options, paste. Okay, New Humber College, let's see. close this, right click, page setup manager. Come on. No, we don't want new. None. Let's try, maybe I went down too far, hold on. Maybe I shouldn't have gone to 2020. Great. One more try. No, it's already there. Okay. Can we do this? No, these are PCP files. We don't have that. Nope. Okay, let me try one more thing here. I'm gonna save. Close it. Missing. What the heck? Where is this storing its plot styles? Plot style. Plot styles are mapped onto. Okay, not great. Models Properties palette, click the plot style drop down list. What is going on here? Okay, what else can we do here? Go to the properties in the left sidebar. In the model properties palette, click plot style drop down. So why will it not let us do plot style? That's strange. It should allow us. Map image color property when in color depending on plot style mode. Change the color to change the plot style, or use the plot style editor to change the properties of color depending on the plot style table attached to your drawing. Okay, so what I did is I typed options, hit enter. Got me here, went to plot and publish. Plot style table settings. Use color dependent plot styles, yes. Current plot style table settings. Default plot style, okay. Add or edit plot style tables, okay. And I still have that thing copied. So I'm just going to right click, show more options, paste. Okay, I dropped it in. Close this. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to hit OK. Right click, page setup manager, modify. Why is it not there? What is this thing doing? Let's try it one more time. Options. Plot and publish. Plot style table settings. Add or edit plot style tables. It's right there. Oh, okay. Default, sure. I don't know why we're changing it to default, but if that's what it needs, maybe now it'll give it to us. No, still missing. Oh, there we go. So it finally recognized the new one. Okay, preview, let's see what it looks like. Now we're talking. Oh boy, no we're not. So these should be very thin actually. So the one change I would do here, I'm just gonna go ahead and override this plot style table for a second. So I would click on edit. And for the green color, I would change it to something really thin. For some reason it's really thick. I'd go 0.09. Save and close, okay. close. Right click, plot and preview. Let's see now. Yeah, that looks much better. See, the other lines are larger, and the hatch is very thin. That's what we want. The dashed lines turned out okay. Okay, looks good. So that's how you can plot. Now one more time, just that plot style setting took up a lot of time. So what I did there is I typed in options. Okay. And I went to, it starts you off in something, probably files. Now go to plot and publish. Plot style table settings, add or edit plot style tables. And in here you need to drop it in. So from my other thing here where I downloaded it, if I go to downloads, it should still be there. So you could just say, let's say, boy, this is annoying. Copy, close that, and in here we could just say paste, but I already have it, so I'm not going to paste it. Okay, and that's it. Thank you very much for watching.